Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So we are here on the daily chart. First of all, I wish you a great start to the weekend. Enjoy, and overall the market is looking quite positive. As you can see here, even here on the daily chart, the market is trying to stretch above this trend line. I wouldn't really call it broken. I mean, it is a bit of a question about, how to draw these, especially on the daily time frame, where you have the wicks, and there's not a perfect way of drawing this trend line. If I really draw it to the top of those wicks, we haven't actually broken out of the range. But a few days ago I shared with you the USDT dominance as well here in the video, and also we did that in our last member live stream, and it showed also we were on the brink of a breakout there. Here on the daily chart, it is the case that we have a possible 5-wave move to the upside in the blue scenario, which means from the 5th of August low, I can interpret a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. So I can call it already a 5-wave move up. Explained that in the last video already. This is a count I added yesterday. I don't like it so much. The proportions are a little bit off, but it's a valid wave count. So if we now start to see a deep pullback from somewhere here, maybe the price could push a little bit higher, but obviously we're at the top of a range. So if the pullback starts from here, I'd say it's likely wave 2. And then support is between 53,050 and 60,760. So this could be an ABC pullback before we then break out higher. And only below 53K, something more bearish will be confirmed, okay? Now, I would actually prefer the white scenario because it has, let's say, clearer proportions. But in the white scenario, we're still in a third wave. And also in this white scenario, the third wave should get to 73,660 at least. So unless we get there, so if we get a pullback before we get there, it could really just be the blue count, okay? So it's just something to be aware of. The white count typically, or the white count would follow my own guidelines better, but the blue count is a valid Elliott Wave count, so I cannot rule it out. And due to the 5-wave move up that we've seen now, even though it's not, let's say, the one I prefer, but it's a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, Bitcoin seems to be on its way to 100K. Not in a straight line, probably, but there could be a pullback in wave 2 before we go higher, like this. Or, and that is something that the white scenario could do, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 1, then a wave 2, and then we break out. So these are the two preferred scenarios, both bullish. The question is just when exactly we get the pullback. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame, the 1-hour chart. Because here on the 1-hour chart, we can see the microstructure in a little bit more detail. Not sure how much action we get on the weekend, but the price pushed a little bit higher yesterday. There isn't really anything to update though on the 1-hour chart that we haven't talked, well, we have talked about everything yesterday already. We just see sideways consolidation. The idea is that here on the micro level, there are two pathways I'm following. Yeah, just on the micro, really they are very, very similar actually. We are dealing with the yellow count as a ending diagonal. So we have A, B, C in wave 1, then wave 2, then A, B, C in wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So there should be a wave 3, and then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 in the yellow scenario. In the blue count as well, it's just a slightly different count, so maybe I will take one off the chart. But at the moment, it seems to be adhering better to the yellow microstructure, where yesterday we saw a rally from the Thursday low. The price formed a 3-wave move up in the small yellow wave 1. Wave 2, we could be in yellow wave 3, which should reach sort of 70K. Then there should be another micro 4 and then 5. And this should complete the larger degree third wave here. And then I'd like to still see another 4, 5 pattern. Please note the micro is kind of tricky to track. The reason why I'm tracking both blue and yellow is I don't like the start of the yellow count as an A, B, C in wave 1, which is quite large, but it is valid. So overall, structure hasn't changed. Idea is, on the micro level here, as long as we're holding above the Thursday low, the focus can be more directly on higher. This is the key level. So as long as we hold throughout the weekend above that level, I'm going to continue to look for higher. But of course, there is now resistance here. As I showed you, we are hovering just below a critical breakout trend line. So yeah, that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.